The burden of student loan debt is weighing more heavily than ever tonight on thousands of Hoosier families.
Congressional inaction means the interest rate on Stafford loans to pay for college doubled today. RTV6 reporter Norman Cox has more on the impact and what might be done about it.
People who specialize in student financial aid say today's increase in the federal loan rate is the worst thing to happen to college students in a long time. The rate went from 3.4% to 6.8% because Congress couldn't agree on extending the lower fee. Critics say it will saddle the next generation of graduates with crushing debt and hurt the economy because those young adults will indefinitely postpone marriage and home and car buying because so much of their income will be tied up in debt repayments. Bankruptcy attorney Mark Zuckerberg says he'd like to help them but can't because you can't get out from under student loans through bankruptcy.
It's going to kill them. Not now, because if they're still in school, they don't have to pay for it. But the people that are out, it's going to double their rate. I've seen where the payments will go from $1,200 a year to almost double that. And people with very limited means, people living paycheck to paycheck, are going to have problems.
Indiana Higher Education Commissioner Teresa Lovers says today's lack of action is very serious. She says students can try to minimize the eventual impact by doing all they can to graduate on time and in a field where they're more likely to be hired and make a decent income to help pay back the debt.
If you enter college with some credit, it will take you less time to finish. If you actually go into a field where there is a high need area, one of maybe 6 to 10 sectors that we know are growing, the likelihood of you being able to pay off your loan is much greater. So be smart about that.
In other words, get in, get out, and don't major in art history. Zuckerberg says one thing students could consider doing is going to a bank and taking out an old-fashioned personal loan, which would currently have much lower interest rates than student loans. The only problem there is that if Congress eventually fixes this problem and it's made retroactive, those people wouldn't get to take any of those benefits. I'm Norman Cox, RTV6.